Are you enjoying this broadcast? If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network, please help support us with a donation. DAF Media is committed to education and broadcast excellence. Your support allows us to keep bringing you high-quality community programming while giving our student volunteer broadcasters hands-on STEM experiential learning of all parts of computer networking and video production. Your donations help pay for equipment, insurance, transportation, and our award-winning advisor, and make these broadcasts possible. To donate, you can scan the Venmo QR code shown here or visit our website at dafmedia.org/donate. The link to donate is also in the description of this YouTube video. For those of you who prefer a more traditional approach, checks can be made payable to DAF Media and mailed to the address shown here. Any donation of $1,000 or more will be recognized as sponsors of our broadcasts for 1 year. Feel free to pause the broadcast to write this down. Thanks for watching and supporting DAF Media. This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture. This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut. This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is time to ask you to please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
It's a beautiful day for playoff lacrosse as the sun shines down here on Rafferty Stadium. Welcome all to the CIAC Semifinals as the reigning CIAC champs Darien Blue Wave get set to take on the Greenwich Cardinals. I'm Thomas Ponte. Joined alongside me is Darien High School lacrosse coach Mary Bennett and former Greenwich High School lacrosse coach Peter Simpson. Darien comes in today's matchup after a first-round bye and a dominant 20-1 quarterfinal win over Fairfield Ludlow, whereas Greenwich comes in after a convincing first-round win over Stanford and a hard-fought 10-8 quarterfinal win over Ridgefield. So with each of these teams looking to punch their ticket to the CIAC final, Mary, what will Darien need to do to continue their title run?
I think what they're going to really need to do is play good lacrosse, meaning they got to start calm, they got to take care of the ball, make their good passes, get some good shots off, draw controls, and they're going to have to control a couple of the Greenwich players that are, clear threats. But everybody knows each other really well, and it's going to be interesting to see how these teams have scouted each other and how their defenses are going to meet the challenge of the other team.
And Peter, what will Greenwich have to do to make it one step further than they did last year and have a chance to win their first CIAC title since 2012?
Well, the first thing they got to do is control the ball, be patient, don't try to force things, wait for the opportunities, and take advantage when they come in. Don't throw the ball away.
So now both teams getting their starting lineups on the field. Sadie Stafford and Emma Abazia in the draw circle. One is popped up and in favor of the Blue Wave. Stafford gets the draw.
Well, that's step one. Draw control.
It was a big thing for the Blue Wave in their quarterfinal win over Fairfield Ludlow Falcons. And already starting off on the right foot as now Von Kennel will take it at the top. Stafford with it now. Just make a little move towards the middle. And she'll get the call and get the foul. And it's going to be an early 8-meter free position for Sadie Stafford. Stafford goes in, shoots, and saved.
Good save by the goalie.
Katie's been playing really well this year. She's really stepped up her senior year.
So big save for the Greenwich Cardinals, but a turnover there as well. And here comes Reynolds now for the Blue Wave. And the Blue Wave will send it back up at top with Hapgood this time. Swings it over to Stafford. Stafford going to try to have another move. He tries to pass it behind the goal, and that one's going to be given away.
This is the part of control the ball we got to really focus on.
So a couple back-to-back turnovers for each team as once again, loose pass on the ground. Recovered by the Cardinals.
That's Annabelle DiGennaro, freshman.
So now taken here by Tauber. Tauber weaving through Blue Wave midfield, now takes it over to the restraining line. Tauber swings it over to a wide open Collier. Collier makes a shot. Goal! Top left corner. Leighton Collier with the early goal for the Greenwich Cardinals. They jump out to a 1-0 lead.
Looked like there was a little miscommunication on the part of Darien's defense there. They left her wide open at the 12.
So Collier finds that space and finishes the goal.
Yeah, Flynn Tauber brought it up, was patient, and made sure she controlled the ball and got the pass to the right person. Flynn is an attacker who, at the beginning of the year, we graduated all our defense last year. And she played attack before that, and they said, Flynn, we need you on defense. So she's really stepped up this year and has played good, solid defense the whole year. Big change for her. I coached her as a freshman on the JV team. And it's fun to see her prosper as much as she's done on D.
So already having a great start in this one for the Cardinals. Looks like she made that transition to defense pretty well. Stafford and Abazio once again face off. This one will be popped up and going to Holmes. Holmes makes a move, gonna look out, and pass it back to Stafford. Stafford over to Hapgood, swings it down low. Back to Hapgood now at X. Hapgood gives it to Von Kennel. Back to Stafford. Now swung over to Reynolds. Von Kennel gives it to Stafford. Stafford. Looks like she might have done something there for a second, but this one's going to be swung around to Holmes, and
Shooting space.
shooting space called. So Blue Wave, Kelly Holmes with the free position. Darien's second of the match. Just gonna pass it out. Not a great angle from that spot. Stafford looks, shoots. And penalty called. So once again, Blue Wave with another opportunity from the 8-meter.
Better half.
Slightly more on center for Stafford. She'll try to pass it in, and that one's intercepted. Just out
Flynn
of reach.
Tauber again.
So Tauber dispossessed there. Good play from Von Kennel to get the check. Is Hapgood. Now gives it off to Adams. And now it's going to be a timeout for the Darien Blue Wave. So after the opening few minutes here, it's Greenwich Cardinals 1, Darien Blue Wave 0. And after this short break, we will return to resume first quarter action. As we turn to first quarter action here, Blue Wave with it. Von Kennel swings it up to Walsh. Walsh passes it off and shot inside. Quick shot from Adams, and she'll score from the wing.
It's good use of a timeout.
So whatever was drawn up by Coach Lindley in the timeout worked to perfection there as the Blue Wave execute and find the tying goal. Couple of nice goals here from either team.
Yeah, you know, that was a really nice goal. Annabella's a natural lefty, and she's got a great sidearm shot, and she was just there. She set it up perfectly and executed on it.
Yeah, she moved it. She got rid of it quick.
Yeah.
Stafford once again helping the Blue Wave maintain control of the ball with these wins on the draw. So Stafford will take it for the Blue Wave again. Now settled down at X with Holmes. Back up top to Walsh. On Kennel over to Adams. Swings it over to Holmes. Hapgood with it. And she'll get the call. So Hapgood, the nice opportunity here from the 8-meter arc. Takes it in herself. Shot, and that one's going to be high. A penalty on the play.
It looks like a yellow card on number 1.
So Abazio will get the card. So now Hapgood will take it again.
Center hash, always a good hash.
And she's going to back out, give it to Stafford.
Yeah.
And getting back over to Hapgood, who passes down to Reynolds. Now over to Von Kennel inside, and Von Kennel shoots, and that one's going to be saved by Janice. Catherine Janis, a couple nice saves already. And the Cardinals once again on the ball. And it's Tauber trying to find her way through the Darien defense. Now it's McFerrin who gives it off. Over to Collier. This one pass inside of Collier, and Collier will be fouled.
F 50 seconds left in that.
This one pass inside. Roth unable to do anything with it. Collier looking for her second goal, and she's going to be fouled, it looks like. Calling Adriana Gromelski, the freshman for the Blue Wave, getting the start. So big opportunity for the Cardinals, but this one going to be passed out. Diane showing very high pressure here.
All even.
And that one's going to be a nice turnover for the Blue Wave. Finley Bruman forcing a turnover and helping get it upfield now to Reynolds. So now Adams will take it. Adams on the wing. This one swung back over to Reynolds. Now Stafford will settle it at X. He's going to give it off. Back to Holmes. Holmes on Kennel.
A lot of shooting space calls.
It's again shooting space called here.
That must be the 5th one.
So Darien with another 8-meter opportunity.
Puts a lot of pressure on the goalie.
On Kennel in. Shot, and that one's going to find the back of the net. So the Blue Wave finally convert off of an 8-meter opportunity, this time with Von Kennel.
It's one of the problems when you're running a zone is that if you move the ball quick enough, you get a better chance of finding a
Yeah, it
shooting
sets up
space.
shooting space pretty well. And a lot of Darien's plays are set up to do that.
Right.
I think.
So nice finish there by Von Kennel to put the Blue Wave ahead 2-1.
Yeah, her speed off the 8 meter is really quite good. She has a really quick first 2 steps. She's very fast through the 30s, but she's also very quick coming off that, and it's hard to defend against.
Speed definitely a big component to Von Kennel's game.
That's, yeah.
So they're going to call for a redraw there. Ball didn't get up high enough.
Yeah.
And this one will be good, and once again, over to the Blue Wave as Stafford takes it, but only dispossessed by Abazia. So now Abazia will take it across the restraining line. Trying to get past Bellissimo, shoots.
It's a great save.
It's a nice save.
Nice save.
From Trudell. Is down Von Kennel will take it. We just talked about her speed, now she's going to use it. Holmes with it.
Yeah, nobody behind. They'll settle.
And Holmes was taking on 1v4 there. She entered towards the goal, so her teammates now with her. We'll start again here. So remind you watching today's CIAC semifinal match on the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. Holmes with it now. She's going to get dispossessed and foul called.
They got to control those fouls.
Yeah, checks inside the 8, inside the fan are always dangerous.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
She called it. She went
False
early.
start. False start.
Yeah, she went early.
So missed opportunity there for the Blue Wave.
That was unfortunate because she twitched, but she didn't actually move her foot. You know, it didn't matter. They called her anyway. I guess once they set, you have to stay still. There it is.
And that one nearly intercepted by Stafford. But Collier able to get back on top of it. And she will face pressure at midfield, but going to get fouled. So Collier looking for a teammate, finds one.
Senior captain Kate Adorney.
Collier still looking to get this one down the field. O'Connor with it now. O'Connor will take it herself. Gives it off to Adorney. They've given a lot of pressure as McFerrin will take it now.
I don't know why they're so upset. They're not offsides.
Some fans calling for the offsides, only Greenwich side. But Bazia will take it now. Bazia looking inside for a teammate. Not going to find one, facing a lot of pressure. And fouled. So Bazia on the center hash. And that one's going to end the first quarter, and I don't think they're going to give it to her.
I thought the time had to stop.
Not in the first quarter. First and third quarter, the clock runs even in that situation. So, period.
Yeah, it looks like maybe Abazia wasn't aware, but it looks like they're still going to give it to her.
I think they still let the shot go.
They're still going to give her the shot. So Abazia, look, shoots, bottom right corner. And she's going to tie it up for the Cardinals at 2 apiece.
That was nicely shot. Good old worm burner right across
That was
the
a nice
serve.
shot. Yeah, offside.
So a big play for Greenwich at the end of the first quarter. Maybe taking some wind out of the sails of the Blue Wave as they head into the second quarter. And a nice shot from Abazia.
Yeah, that thing at the end of the quarter is a tough thing. The clock runs to the end. It doesn't stop on free positions. But I got to believe in that situation, Darien could just, or the other team that's not shooting could just walk around and be a nuisance until the end. So it's nice they gave him the shot there at the end.
Well, I think they always do.
Yeah.
I think they always do.
But like in the end of a game or an end and a half, the clock stops in that situation anyway.
Yeah.
So now we're back at the draw circle for second quarter action. Or excuse me, sorry.
Oh.
They ended up putting some time on the clock, it looks
That's
like.
what they did.
And then looks like that time didn't run out for the free position. So thought we were at the end of the first quarter. Now we're officially at the end of the first quarter, tied at 2.
So maybe that was a clock management issue. Who knows?
So they had to do the draw. But either way, it is 2-2. That's your score at the end of the first quarter. And we will be right back after this quick break for second quarter.
DAF Media is actively seeking. This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
So welcome back to Rafferty Stadium here for the CIAC semifinal match between the Greenwich Cardinals and the Darien Blue Wave. Both these teams just finishing up their huddles. But as for each side, Mary, what did Darien do well in that first quarter to jump out to that 2-1 lead at one point?
I think what they did well was their draw controls were very good. They handled, they had a good tempo on offense. I think they have an opportunity to move the ball a little more quickly on their offensive sets. The way they warmed up, they were moving the ball much more quickly. They looked a little hesitant, but I think they're settled into the game now, and my guess is that they will start to run their offense, and it will look a little different.
And Peter, what did the Cardinals do well in this one?
Okay, I think unfortunately, they did not win a draw control, but I think their defense did a good job of slowing down a little of Darien, and Katie came up with two really big saves that were really, they kind of kept him going.
I agree. She played well in the first quarter.
So now both teams have broken their huddles and are now ready for the draw. Looks like changing the draw circle for the Greenwich Cardinals, bringing in MK Frey. And this time they're going to win it. So
take advantage of her height.
Now this one taken inside. Shot just bounced over by Tauber.
That was actually
Excuse me.
Giselle. That was Giselle Di Pietro.
That was
Number
DiPietro,
7.
Number 7, excuse me. So the Cardinals will be able to retain possession off that shot. Now Bazia will take it. Just settling down for the Cardinal offense. Darien not showing maybe as much pressure as they were before.
Well, Greenwich is running a different offensive set. They are way, way out here.
This one pass over to Roth, who swings it over Collier and back to Abazia. Greenwich is taking their time. It looks they may try to do something now. Pass inside from Abazia and just off the stick.
That's more of the normal Greenwich offense we usually see. They stay way up high, keep the ball out, and they're trying to draw the Darien defense out to them. So it was good that Darien didn't fall into that trap, because then they roll around you and go right to goal.
Darien having good discipline there on defense as now they look to set up their own offensive set.
That pass that they made high to low has got to be dead on target, though, because it'll go out of bounds quick.
Yeah.
Now Corney entering the game for the Blue Wave. Gives it off to Adams. Now this one taken by Holmes, who gives it to Walsh. Swung back over to Von Kennel. Von Kennel giving to Stafford. Finds Holmes once again. Holmes over to Stafford. Tries to swing it over to Von Kennel just past her stick. But they're going to say out on Greenwich.
I think Abazia tipped it away from her.
She did. That was deliberate, her letting the ball go out of bounds.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now Holmes gives it to Hapgood at X. McCorney with it. Swung up top to Von Kennel. Von Kennel tries to make a move down the middle. Swung back out to Bacorny. Bacorny going to try to go herself. Gets run into a wall of Greenwich defenders and dispossessed.
Flynn Tauber again coming up with that ground ball. She's got a couple. She's had a good day so far.
So Tauber having a nice move.
And now Giselle Di Pietro's got the ball.
Di Pietro doing a nice job taking that over the restraining line for the Cardinals. So both these teams with unsuccessful first offensive set in this second quarter. As Greenwich will take it again here. This one down to Roth, who gives it back to McFerrin. Back up top to Abazia. Once again, Greenwich taking their time. This one's going to be settled with Frey. And it's just waiting for their moment to strike.
All right.
course, no shot clock in Connecticut play.
Next year, I heard, right?
I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, I think the shot clock's the best thing that's happened to women's lacrosse, and I don't know why they haven't brought it down to the high school level. I mean, I understand it's because not everybody has a clock, but I think it just sort of, I'm so glad it came to the college level. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, no, I agree.
McFerrin with it now. Moving a little quicker this time.
The good news about this kind of offense for Greenwich is they are controlling the ball. The good news for Darien is that their defense is
Resting.
not tired. Yeah, our midfielders are not tired.
Lazio
wow.
will give it up.
20.
Risky pass there, and nice shot by
Over the
Stafford to break up the pass for the Cardinals, and now Von Kennel will take it down inside. Gives it to Adams. Adams, that one's going to hit the bar, and Stafford with the recovery and the goal.
Right place, right time for Sadie.
So Stafford finding herself with the ball at her feet, picks it up, makes a quick shot, and finds the goal for the Blue Wave.
To get that rebound off the post. That's fortuitous for Darien.
Right place, right time.
Yeah. And then
Well,
the goal, and
also unfortunate that they hit the pipe in the first place.
Yeah.
She had beaten the goalie.
Yeah.
So nice work from Adams to get that first shot, and we get an indirect assist for Stafford as ball bounced right back to her.
I don't think it hits the scorebooks like that, but we'll give it to her.
Yeah, I agree.
No, it definitely does not.
It's also not a shot on net. It's only a shot.
Right. It's only a shot, exactly.
So now it's Stafford against Abazia once again on the draw circle. This one's still being fought over. And picked up by Holmes, who gets fouled, but underway very quickly as she'll pass it up to Von Kennel. Kennel moves it quickly down to Adams. Now settled back up top with Stafford. Gives it off to Hapgood, who gives it to Von Kennel, excuse me. Holmes off to Adams this time. Adams nearly loses the ball as she runs into Holmes.
Definitely moving the ball on the bodies to create another shooting space.
There it is.
Moving the ball quickly, and Stafford finds Holmes inside for another goal for this Blue Wave offense.
That was very good ball control, ball movement, I mean, on the part of the Darien offense.
Very quick and efficient ball movement, as well as off the ball movement for the Blue Wave, as Holmes just finds the avenue inside and able to make herself open, and with a nice finish, Blue Wave find themselves up 4-2.
That's actually one of the nice things about the Darien offense. It really isn't keyed on one person. It's really a bunch of motion sets and moving the ball through all of it till the person has a good shot.
Blue Wave with the nice team play there. So once again, the Cardinals are going to put MK Frey against Sadie Stafford for the draw. Frey helped the Cardinals win the draw last time she was on the circle. This one is once again going to go to the Blue Wave, so Stafford still remains dominant in this first half. And she'll be the one with the ball for the Blue Wave.
I guess two can play at this game.
Yep.
This is very unlike the Darien offense. They usually like to be quite productive.
Well,
You know, they like to run through their sets. They like to
Yep.
score. They like to go. They don't usually stop their feet.
it's not like they were waiting for somebody to get in position. They stood still for a while.
Yeah.
They're trying to set up the ISO. Bingo.
This one swung back to Safford. This pass inside to Von Kennel, and Von Kennel
Off
with
the
the
post.
Pipe.
once again. Blue Wave have a shot off the pipe.
That's 2. It's okay. They recovered the ball. That was good of them. Heads up play.
Yep.
They had the play executed.
Well, it was a hard enough shot. It got out to the outer circle.
Kennel nearly had the score there. Once again, that shot will be covered by the Blue Wave. This time, pass inside to Adams, and Adams is going to miss wide.
Tough angle.
Yeah.
Nice hustle from Von Kennel there to retain possession for Blue Wave offense. So once again, the Blue Wave trying to have some efficient ball movement. Passed over to Adams. Adams, once again, just wide of the net.
Ooh.
Now Stafford will have it at X. Try to run this once again. This one pass inside to Holmes.
Good
Holmes
job, Katie.
That was a nice save.
by Janice, and Cardinals wasting no time, moving quickly up the field. Gazia fighting through the contact. Pass inside, shot, goal! McFerrin with the finish. McFerrin doing a nice job coming off her defender and finding herself wide open in front of goal.
Darien offense has to be a little bit frustrated. They probably got 4 shots off on that offensive possession and doesn't have anything to show for it except that Greenwich scored.
Yeah, definitely a frustrating offensive set for the Blue Wave on the last one. A good defensive stand by the Cardinals.
Big
Transition play.
Another big save by Katie and a good release pass. You know, she sat for 3 years. It's her senior year. She's going to up to Springfield next year. Where's she going? She's going to got it here. I was going to Smith College next year. She'll be playing there.
She's going to play there?
Yeah.
Great. Good for her.
But she sat for 3 years. She put her time in. She put all the drills in, and it's really showing up this year. She's really stepped up.
She's already made a few good saves here in this one.
Empty stick.
So the Cardinals will get possession here. The chance to tie it up, and with just a minute left to go in this half, just about. Gonna have to move a little bit quicker. Still plenty of time.
They're probably working for the last shot.
I would.
So just gonna wait for just a little bit here. Gazia out wide to the left side.
30 seconds. Looks like the attack's coming from the top, unless it's just an ISO.
Clock still ticking down. Gazia facing double team pressure, trying to swim through it. And she will get the call. Clock stopped at 14 seconds.
Yeah, see, the second half it stops. Second quarter it stops.
Gazia will have a Chance from the 8-meter mark, out wide. She's gonna take it herself. Shoots, scores! So once again, Greenwich gonna tie it late in a quarter. So a big goal there for the Cardinals with just 12 seconds remaining in this first half.
12 seconds is plenty of time, though.
To score.
Yeah.
Especially with both these teams showing their pace so far today at some points.
I think he can do it in 7 if you're lucky.
So gonna need a quick draw here.
You can do it in less than 7.
This time it'll be Stafford against Collier. This one's going to be popped up towards the Greenwich goal. And now taken by Bellissimo. Bellissimo's going to be dispossessed by Abazia. This one going to be struggled for, and that's going to be the end of the first half.
12 seconds just to get the draw.
So it was not a quick draw like each team needed. But nevertheless, it'll still be tied 4-4 in this exciting first half. And Mary, what did you like from the Blue Wave offense in that second quarter?
Well, I like the the amount of possession they had. I like the way they ran their plays. I just think they really got to put the goals home, you know. They were on offense a lot of the quarter. In both quarters, actually. They were on offense a lot of it and in control of the game. They just have to finish their shots. And you know what? They're close. So I think they just need to keep going after it.
Peter, what did you like from this Greenwich team?
Well, what I did like, the defense, Katie obviously came with some big saves. Fortunately, they got a few posts out of the deal, which, you know, it's pressure by the D, pressure. They're trying to pick the corners because she's been playing well. And also the defense was sliding well, and the possessions in the offense. You know, Darien is so powerful, taking your time. You know, the best defense is possession, trying to work the ball. I'd rather see him move it faster. The shot clock will take that away. But you got to take the strategy that helps you the best. So,
oh, yeah, it's a smart strategy.
Yeah.
The best defense also is getting calls go your way.
Yeah.
You know, it's challenging. There were a couple of free positions. The one at the end of the first period and the one at the end of the second period just came from, could have been a charge, was also called against defense. You know, it can go. There's a certain determination
Absolutely.
when you have the ball that you can go to goal. And that worked in Greenwich's favor, I think, in both those shots, both those occasions.
Yeah, Greenwich doing a nice job taking advantage of those crucial penalty shots. But at the end of half, it is 4-4. You're watching today's coverage of the CIAC semifinal on the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation and Darien Athletic Foundation. And we will see you for second half action after this break.
The Darien Foundation was founded in 1998 by Richard and Maureen Chilton, and the thesis behind that founding was to bring technology to the Darien public school systems. And that launched us, and that got us going, and through technology and capital project initiatives, we've now funded over $5.5 million over the last 24 years to build a better Darien.
Our board really likes to get involved and assist the partners that we collaborate with, whether it's a grant for a youth project or a grant from a community service, schools, the police. Often they come to us with ideas that we help them bring to fruition.
The Darien Foundation recently awarded the Darien Police Department 2 grants. One was for laser shot and the other for Faro technology. Laser shot technology is based on decision making. It may come down to using their firearm, but in reality, we would like them to talk the situation down where you use less lethal force, and this program allows us to do that.
Police, drop the gun!
Faro technology gives us a 360-degree view, catching all the points we need to catch in our accident scene. It also takes a lot less time. This allows us to open up roads, get traffic flowing a lot quicker than we ever used to be able to. We can also map the inside of buildings. We can use it at outdoor crime scenes, indoor crime scenes. It's really used for a plethora of investigations. It's a tool that most other departments may not have their hands on just yet, and thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have that technology.
At Home in Darien is a nonprofit organization that helps senior citizens to remain living independently in their home and in the community. We provide important services to help them do so, such as transportation. Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
From all standpoints, this is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide, both in terms of safety and comfort. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
Post 53 is the town's ambulance service. We respond to over 1,600 emergency calls a year. We're a vital service that has been here for 51 years. The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. You don't know how important an ambulance is until you actually need it. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared, to be well-trained and well-staffed, to respond 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whenever you need it.
The Darien Foundation is really excited to be able to launch a new program for the Darien schools, which will benefit students K through 12 in all 7 schools. This is the new robotics program, which will be an extracurricular opportunity for students to build robots, compete against other leagues, and collaborate together.
Our robotics program is going to benefit students in so many ways. In regular classes, students are always looking for the right answer, that there's only one way to answer something. Robotics is completely different. In robotics, you learn that there are multiple solutions to every problem. You learn that you have these obstacles that you have to overcome. You have to really be a creative problem solver. And most importantly, you need to persevere.
Early on in the process, the Darien Foundation reached out to administration and the offer to provide funding for a project, and it just dovetailed beautifully to the goals of the strategic plan. I look forward to continue to work closely with the Darien Foundation, both on this project and other projects down the line.
We welcome ideas for possible grants. We'd like to do grants that promote and strengthen our community. Sometimes it's from an organization, sometimes it's from our emergency service partners, or it's from the Darien Public Schools. One of our most popular grants, which was the Playground by the Sound, came to us from 4 Darien moms who said, let's get together and figure out how to build this.
Thanks to the generosity of our board members and officers, every dollar you give to the Darien Foundation goes directly to the grants that we're supporting. I invite all of you to help us move our community further and support the Darien Foundation.
So welcome back here to Rafferty Stadium for the second half of the CIAC semifinal matchup between the Greenwich Cardinals and the Darien Blue Wave. DAF Media production is brought to you with support from Terry and Nancy McGraw. So big thank you to them. As these teams get set to take the draw for the second half. It's Stafford against Abazia. And Stafford with a jump on it, and she will collect the ground ball for the Blue Wave. So now we are even going into this second half, 4-4. Now Von Kennel will have it. Swings it up top to Bacorny. Bacorny will get the shooting space. Once again for the Blue Wave.
They were out to the side, had their sticks out. I think.
No, the first one came running straight up. The other one came from the side.
So Bacorny from the center. Takes it inside herself. Shot. That one's going to be, looks like, saved off the stick.
Off the shaft.
So Janice with another nice save. Now this one going to be swung quickly over to Adams, who drops it down at X. Give it inside to Holmes. Holmes with the nice control in the shot and score. So quick goal there for the Blue Wave as they're going to jump out to the lead once again. So nice pass there at X from Stafford. And she found Holmes cutting across the middle.
Holmes is very slippery. She's really hard to keep track of. And she got in right behind her defender, and she was open for maybe half a second, and Sadie hit her, and she buried it.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen most of Holmes' goal this year. She just slides right through a couple of defenders, comes out, and all of a sudden she's got space right in front of the net.
Yep.
So once again, doing it again for the Blue Wave and giving them another lead. So it's this time it's Stafford versus Collier.
Maggie Blismo with the draw control.
Nice grab there from Blismo as Holmes will take it inside, gives it to Reynolds. Swung over to Adams, who gives it over to Holmes. Moving it quickly. Bacorny goes right inside. Shot, it looks like off the stick of Janice.
Yeah, that would look like it came off her stick.
That might have even come off the stick of a defender.
So still Blue Wave possession. Give it to Holmes. Holmes going to be dispossessed by Abazia. So a nice turnover there for the Cardinals. And now Tauber will take it. Tauber with some space out in front. Closing quickly though. Tauber over to DiPietro. DiPietro makes a nice move. Taking it inside herself.
Oof.
Yeah.
Those are tricky. Those over the head checks.
Yep.
McFerrin's going to give it off. This one given back up top to Collier. Gives it to DiPietro.
Oh, they're putting a face guard on Emma.
Face guard on Abazia right now on the near side of the field. Now DiPietro just directing traffic. Gonna look to have go herself. Swings it inside to McFerrin in a nice.
Beautiful shot. Beautiful play.
That's a very similar play except from the top to the play down here for Darien.
So a great finish there by McFerrin. Nice job by DiPietro just to swing it past the two defenders on her. And finds it inside, and so Greenwich once again will tie this game up.
That's Dylan's second goal of the day. Grace O'Connor's taking the draw, another senior captain. She's another one that played for me back in the when she was a freshman. It's great to see. She's another girl that was going to play attack her whole life, was very effective, was my leading scorer as a freshman. Because graduated all defense. They've moved her back to defense, and she's done a great job.
Greenwich apparently was a man down.
They were nice enough to bring it to our attention.
Yeah, I saw you could see the ref counting players.
Now both teams at even strength. As Stafford and Collier get set once again for the draw. And that was great draw control from Vazia.
Oh, got a yellow card.
So maybe just a little bit extra there from Holmes.
That was interesting because it looked like he might have wanted to call her a yellow card right from the beginning, but he didn't. And then when she tried to go through the other two, he called her for a yellow card then.
Yeah, no, that was a little confusing. Yeah, they're going to take off I would think they're going to take off the
face guard.
Face guard, number 33. I don't know her name, sorry.
Adriana Gromelski.
Yep, she was the face guard. So she'll go off, I think. Maybe not.
Yep, she is exiting the field. So Cardinals with it now. Looking to take their first lead since jumping out 1-0. So we're tied here for the 4th time today.
Oh.
And just looking inside. Vazia not quite finding an open cutter.
She's going to go.
Vazia still
I
looking.
think she was trying to draw the defenders away from Giselle.
DiPietro makes a nice move. A great spin move down the seam and bottom left corner shot and goal. So Greenwich finds the lead once again.
And they're man up for another minute.
Yep.
Player up, whatever you want to call it.
So a big draw here coming up with that player up opportunity still in play for the Cardinals. This time will be O'Connor against Stafford. Stafford with great draw control there. Now going to be able to give her team time to come back to even strength.
Yeah, they should be forcing the ball. Maybe not.
It's up to what the coach wants to do, right?
Yep. It's also killing the clock in the game.
I mean, it's like standing up here with the ball and waiting. So.
So Stafford just taking her time here.
15 seconds till full strength.
Now Holmes re-enters the field. And the Blue Wave nearly turned it over there. Pass to Von Kennel, but chases it down. So now over to Von Kennel, who passes it down to Reynolds. Giving back up top to Hapgood. Holmes. Now to Stafford, or excuse me, Picorni. Back down to Picorni. Picorni looked have a move there for a sec, but that pass not the best one, and turned over for the Blue Wave. So it's a good defensive break there for the Greenwich Cardinals.
So now it's really important for Darien to get the ball back.
So Cardinals with a big offensive possession here, a chance to jump out to 2 goals, which would be their biggest lead. Razia going through contact there. Still moving through the Darien defense. Just gonna give it off. Goes right back to her.
Found one of her other captains, MK Fry, over there.
So now Collier with it now.
Looks like they're not going to let Greenwich stand around with the ball this time. Okay, here comes in the face guard again.
So once again, Vazia face guarded by Gramelski. As Collier takes it, swings it over to DiPietro. Greenwich just content with moving it slowly at the top. DiPietro now with it, making a little bit quicker move. Let's get over to Collier, just out of reach. Recovered though. Collier inside, and that one's going to be.
Come on, yeah, that's a good call.
Looks like just a little bit too much contact there from Sophie Haas.
Too much of a fan there, I'm sorry, but.
I don't know why it's that and not the hanging hash when it happened at the goal and extended.
So Roth won't take it herself. She'll back out.
She's the 4th Roth that's been in the program.
And that one's going to be turned over there.
Ooh.
And Trudell trying to get the ball off. And the goal is wide open now. Shot inside. Oh, and that one's going to be just wide.
She must be frustrated.
Darien holding their breath there as Trudell got turned over high up, and now goal once again is wide open. This looks like
that's DiPietro that has the ball now.
As Stafford turned the ball over, but now it's Elizabeth Ganella in goal.
Timeout, Greenwich.
Timeout from the Greenwich Cardinals. So Greenwich applying lots of pressure here as this third quarter ticks closer and closer to an end. Just a few minutes to go.
I don't know why they haven't stopped the clock.
That's the timeout clock.
Oh, okay.
So minute 45 left in this timeout, but just a few minutes left in the game clock.
In the third period clock.
Third period, excuse me, yeah.
I checked that. I thought the same thing. Oh boy.
And so
everybody's down here all upset about the clocks running.
They just need Thomas to tell them what's going on.
Yeah.
So it looks like there was a goalie change for the Blue Wave as Ganella is taking practice shots in front of the goal. Practice saves, I should say. With the Blue Wave struggling a little bit there, I mean, what could Coach Lindley be saying here in this huddle to try to get her team back into this one?
I should probably tell him to calm down,
Take a breath.
Take a breath and focus on, the controllables and get the ball on offense and, play some good, strong defense for the rest of this quarter. Try and get the ball and see what they can do. I mean, Greenwich has scored it with the last 10 seconds of the last 2 periods. There's no reason that Darien can't do it this period. But I think the focus will be on making sure that this defensive possession is very solid.
As for Greenwich, is the message just to keep applying the pressure here? I mean,
they've got to maintain possession of the ball. They've got to be smart and be careful with it. They've got a 1-goal lead, and they can't be careless and give it up. They have to make sure that they've got it. I mean, both of these teams have been very efficient in their possessions, and they got to maintain possession, maintain control, and give Katie Janis a break in the goal.
So 2.5 minutes left in this third quarter. 6-5 is your score in favor of the Cardinals.
This is interesting. Also, in the old rules, the girl who called timeout would have to take the ball. Now they've got the ball in Abazia's hands, which they were having difficulty doing with the face guard.
So Abazia will be face guarded once again. And as a reminder, you're watching today's coverage on the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation.
This can't be the first time she's been in a face guard. So
No.
she knows how to get herself out of it.
Well, you could really use it to your benefit by setting picks and running screens, but she's good at getting out of it, though.
She seems to be back there directing traffic.
Yeah. .142 left in the quarter.
So now Greenwich
just starting to show some activity.
There she goes.
Gives it over to Abazia. Faced with a lot of pressure. Abazia just trying to make a move there at X, trying to find a teammate inside. It's going to get forced wide. Gives it off to Collier. Back over to DiPietro.
I'm surprised she didn't come around the crease more.
I agree.
Because there were two, looking for a call. Try and draw a foul.
So DiPietro trying to make a move inside. She's going to be dispossessed.
No, that was it.
And so nice play there by Bellissimo. As now Von Cannon will take it. Down the middle. Looking to use her quickness. Going to get forced wide.
It's too bad she had Sophie there. Sadie.
Yeah, there was Kate Adorni was making her life miserable enough she probably didn't see her.
Blue Wave still looking to make something out of this offensive possession. That one's going to be passed low to Holmes. Holmes hustles, gets back on it. Foul call against Talbert, and Holmes sends it away. High of Hapgood as this third quarter now ticks to an end. Just trying to move a little bit too quickly there at the end of the third quarter. But it is 6-5 your score. Greenwich jumps out to their first lead since that, going up 1-0 early on in the first. And so we will be right back here with this exciting fourth quarter coming your way for the CIAC semifinal game after this short break. So welcome back here to the DAF Media Network for this final quarter in this first CIAC semifinal game between Greenwich Cardinals and the Darien Blue Wave. Of course, New Canaan and Wilton will still play later tonight. Now it's Stafford versus O'Connor, and Stafford with a nice draw there, and nearly a wide pass to Holmes, but Holmes recovers. So a chance for this Blue Wave offense to respond after a disappointing end to that third quarter.
Oh, I've seen this.
Hapgood with it. To the inside, or excuse me, that was Von Kennel. Von Kennel gives it off to Walsh. Now to Holmes. Back to Von Kennel. Stafford with it again. Stafford makes a nice move. Shot inside, goal! Off the bounce. So tied 6-6. Sadie Stafford with a nice move and finish.
That was a really nice move on her part.
Yeah.
She had her going one way, and she just took the other side on that defender.
So a much-needed response for this Blue Wave team.
That was a cycle where they just moved the ball around, got everybody.
Somebody's missing.
It's not. It's the coach that was warming up the goalie. It fell off her stick, and she didn't see it.
So just cleaning up the field here.
Picking it up.
I saw it drop. I didn't know what it was, but
now you know.
Again, this is a very important draw.
So it'll be Stafford against Abazia. This one popped up, and Stafford will take it.
See that one-handed check?
Yeah. It's not good.
Well, might not be good. Dangerous.
Abazia will definitely.
With a yellow card, it's
dangerous.
Dangerous.
Or high risk. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
High risk.
Here comes Von Kennel. Von Kennel inside shot. Goal! Von Kennel finds the bottom left corner, and that's a second quick goal for this Blue Wave in just a minute and 15 out of this fourth quarter.
The fans are breathing a little easier now.
Fans,
at least
Lisa.
The Darien fans are.
Darien fans definitely feeling a lot happier after.
There's a new
player, freshman.
So Emma Van Oss.
Yeah, Emma Van Oss, freshman.
Going against Stafford. And Stafford with a great draw there for her team. Blue Wave with a lot more control than they had entering this fourth quarter.
This looks familiar.
Yeah. Now this makes sense. 10 minutes left.
And of course, we've seen Greenwich hang with big teams in big matchups before in the past. I mean, they hung with the Blue Wave for about 3 quarters in the regular season matchup, and they hung with New Canaan for over 3 quarters at 6-6 apiece just before New Canaan pulled away at the end of that FCIAC semifinal. So,
and they only lost to Darien by 2 during the regular season, right?
I thought it was 10-6.
10-6.
But they were within 2 goals, and then
Yeah, they were 6-6 going into the fourth quarter.
yeah.
So this Greenwich team definitely has what it takes, just has to finish it off. As that's a great save there from Janice off the Von Kennel shot.
Katie's played a great game today.
That was a nice save on the part of the goalie.
Yeah.
So much needed save for this Cardinal team, and they'll have a chance to respond. This Tower gives it to McFerrin. McFerrin gonna be checked and loses the ball. Now Vrooman will take it down. And Vrooman's gonna be dispossessed.
Wait, there was a whistle.
It sounded like there was a whistle there, but
I thought there was a whistle towards the body.
maybe a little bit of confusion, but everyone kept playing, so.
Yeah.
Still better than freeze tag, the old way.
Yeah. So now Greenwich will have the possession once again.
Hey, that's interference.
And just a couple of players there on Abazia trying to stop her maybe from crossing that restraining line. She's still face guarded by Gromelski. And this time, once again, this Cardinal offense going to be dispossessed by the Blue Wave defense. So great turnover there from the Blue Wave defense. As Reynolds takes it down now. And Reynolds will just settle this one.
That was good defense on the part of the Blue Wave. They doubled the ball there.
Yep.
At an opportune time, and
she was out there by herself. Didn't have any. Didn't have a release.
Looks like that was Isabella Alini forcing the turnover there on the other end. So now on Kennel, we'll pass it off to Holmes. Holmes going to give it up, and this one going to be swung around to Reynolds. Now to Von Kennel from 8 meters out. Little stutter, but gives it off, swung back around to Holmes.
Ooh.
Reynolds with it. Reynolds looking inside there, finds Stafford. Stafford shoots off the post.
That's how many posts have been there, Ben?
At least 4.
So the Blue Wave once again finding that post.
You know, if they aim for it, it would be impossible, right? Maybe they should start aiming for the post.
And so high pressure there from the Blue Wave, and now tons of open space here for McFerrin. Blue Wave defense doing a nice job getting back, and great stick check there from Alini once again. Still being fought over. Bellissimo in the thick of it. And foul called against the Blue Wave. And here comes, they're wasting no time. Fry can't quite handle it, and
that was interesting.
So, and that'll be a timeout for the Cardinals.
I think that's the last timeout.
3. They called 1, and this is our second.
So that,
and there's 3 per game.
Will be the second timeout.
When they added the periods, they added a 3rd timeout.
So Greenwich with just 1 timeout remaining. Blue Wave with 2. That was a little bit of confusion there. Just before that timeout, looks like.
Well, number 18 got her goggles knocked off, and she looked at the ref like, I got my goggles knocked off, and the ref called the ball for Greenwich, and the poor girl didn't have her goggles on, so she had to put them on and then get back in the game.
Yeah, it was Gwen Kennedy there looking for the call for the Blue Wave. thought she had it, but didn't. And Greenwich nearly had an opportunity there. They just got that pass off to Fry. Nevertheless, the score is still 7-6 here.
1 minute left. Oh, that's the timeout time clock again. So, Thomas, are you doing the next game, the Welton-New Canaan game also?
No, DAF Media is not doing the Wilton-New Canaan game today. That game will take place at 7. We will not be on the call for that one.
Okay.
Is it being streamed?
I'm unsure.
Just know it's not you.
Nope.
Now, this is my first year out of coaching, and some of these kids are kids that played for me, and it's fun to watch them. It's fun to see them developed over the years. Number 8 out here, Rachel Civitello, showed up freshman year. You could tell she was an athlete, but once she started catching and throwing, it was like, ooh! But she's really developed into use her athleticism to see her grow and start and play D. It's fun to watch them develop. That's why I loved it. That's why I did it for 17 years.
So just over 5 minutes remaining in this game. Sabazia guarded heavily by Gromelski. Tries to escape. Nearly had an opening there for the shot.
It was good defense. Good team
good
defense.
Good team defense.
This one given to Collier now. Swings it up top. DiPietro. Collier with it again. And that one's going to be called a foul against the Blue Wave. And
that was unfortunate. That looked clean.
Yeah, it didn't look like there was too much contact there, but refs with a nice view of it.
Hit a different angle
and
than
that
we did.
one is going to be passed away, and looked like DiPietro didn't know that pass was coming to her. She was cutting down the center.
She ducked. Thought it was going past her.
So big break here for this Blue Wave team as now Von Kennel takes it. And with 4 minutes to go, they're able to just settle this one, but timeout called by the Blue Wave. So with that timeout, we're just going to step aside here. And please join us for these final 4 minutes here, which should be an exciting end to this matchup. So welcome back to the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. I want to thank you all for joining us at home in this exciting matchup, the CIAC Girls semifinal game. So Blue Wave will be back on the possession. Holmes will take it. And that one still being fought over, and the corner will come out with it, but looks like a foul is going to be called.
It looks like Kopapka got hit in the head.
And the Blue Wave sideline infuriated over that call, but definitely a poor play by this Blue Wave offense caused that bad of a passing.
They're going to challenge this one.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate, leaving her alone.
So Blue Wave still applying pressure here at midfield. Stopping Tauber. Reynolds with the stick check. Falls loose, but recovered by the Cardinals. Push called, and Cardinals back on it. Melski still face guarding Abazia. Pietro.
Making it exciting. Hear it.
Just 2.5
Fairfield
minutes. Collier gives it over to Roth. Now to Fry.
Aubrey Ross has been quiet today. She's the second leading scorer of the team. She's been quiet today.
Bazia with it. Bazia, nice move. Bazia still looking. Swung over. Grabbed by grabbed by Roth, and picked up by Ganella there as it came loose. Passed over to Stafford. This one going to be rummaged for, and foul called against the Blue Wave.
I don't know how that could be a foul against the Blue Wave. That's shocking.
No, it was on over the black line.
Oh, she went out of bounds. That's
excuse me, sorry.
Yeah.
It's not the black, it's the black line.
Ooh, ooh.
This one will be a foul against the Cardinals. Lismo gets that one off, and now Stafford will have it. So just over a minute remaining. Von Kennel takes it.
Now they're going to wait for Greenwich to come to them for sure.
Yeah.
Now Bazia will start going after Von Kennel. Von Kennel trying to move quickly.
Once again, hit in the head. It's like they can't see it.
I think actually she dodged so hard.
Stafford passed it inside.
I think she dodged so hard that to avoid a check that her goggles slipped, but other times she has been hit.
So now Stafford.
Will she go to goal? Or
penalty
41 seconds left. I would think she's going.
Chance to put the insurance goal on the board, but she'll back out.
I do not think so.
As they'll just try to take down the rest of this clock. They're going to feel heavy pressure, though. Got to move the ball quickly. Gives it off to Holmes. Holmes wraps around the goal, gives it off to wide open Reynolds. Gives it back to Holmes. Up to Stafford. Stafford makes a move down the field. Gives it up to Von Kennel. Von Kennel shakes one defender. Wrapping around towards goal. Just a few seconds left. 3. And that will do it for the Blue Wave.
Oh.
They will get a chance to defend their title on Saturday. As they
good job, Darien.
as they will leave Rafferty Stadium with the win over the Greenwich Cardinals.
It's been a long time since Greenwich and Darien have matched up this closely.
Yeah.
It's
yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah, that was a good quality game. And the Greenwich team is with 11 seniors graduating last year to come back and play them to this level. That was there's no such thing as a sweet victory, sweet loss, but you got to feel good about the fact that we made it a competitive team against the team who's always so strong and well coached, and so they should be proud of themselves after they get over the pain of the defeat.
Of course, Greenwich saw Darien in this exact match last year and lost 12-5 in that matchup, so definitely a big step forward for this team. As at one point they had a lead in that third quarter. But Darien jumping out to those two early goals in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, that definitely made it tough for them.
Yeah, I think Darien's going to be really happy with this win. I think that they persevered through some difficulties, and they worked really hard, and they just kept gutting it out until they came away with a victory. So,
I
think they're going to feel good about it and be ready for the next game.
So Darien will play the winner of Wilton New Canaan, which takes place later this evening. But that will be it here on the DAF Media Network for this game for the CIAC semifinal of the Greenwich Cardinals versus the Darien Blue Wave. We want to thank you all at home for joining us, and going to give a big shout out to our crew today: Leon Chen, Shriyam Pakanti, Charlotte Kaiser on cameras, Ava Stone on instant replay, Marcus Ashcraft directing, Declan Cunningham on graphics, and of course big shout out to our advisors Damon Andrew and Bruce Ferguson for helping us get set up today and bringing you this live production of the CIAC semifinals. I'm Thomas Ponte, joined alongside me is Mary Bennett and Peter Simpson. Want to say good night to all of you and have a great rest of your evening.
All right.
Are you enjoying this broadcast? If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network, please help support us with a donation. DAF Media is committed to education and broadcast excellence. Your support allows us to keep bringing you high-quality community programming while giving our student volunteer broadcasters hands-on STEM experiential learning of all parts of computer networking and video production. Your donations help pay for equipment, insurance, transportation, and our award-winning advisor, and make these broadcasts possible. To donate, you can scan the Venmo QR code shown here or visit our website at dafmedia.org/donate. The link to donate is also in the description of this YouTube video. For those of you who prefer a more traditional approach, checks can be made payable to DAF Media and mailed to the address shown here. Any donation of $1,000 or more will be recognized as sponsors of our broadcasts for 1 year. Feel free to pause the broadcast to write this down. Thanks for watching and supporting DAF Media.